college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent, and we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome to San Diego, Snapdragon Stadium, home to the San Diego State Aztecs. As we'll see, the Yukon Huskies taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the San Diego State Aztecs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Yukon will deliver the opening kickoff, and we'll get this game going. Returner will field it and try to get some field position. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Aztecs offense will go on the attack first. And it was a rough showing last week, and it all started with the quarterback, Jesse.
Yeah, he looked lost in that last game out. I thought the defense did a really good job of confusing him, mixing up their looks and their pressure. So no different today. The defense obviously watched the film, and they're going to come out and they're going to try to do the exact same thing and get this guy rattled. So this quarterback, he has to know what to expect early in this one, David.
If I'm his offensive coordinator, I want to get started off on the right foot, man. Get the ground game going. Make it easy, because last week was such a disaster. We want to turn the page. We need some confidence. We need some good mojo. First drive, we need something good to happen early so we can forget about that last week.
Quarterback may change this route. They'll try to get the first through the air. He wants to go deep. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. He'll try to take it back.
This defense talked about it. We want to set the tone. We don't want to give up big plays. First drive, the offense tries to accomplish that. This is a big play offense. Defense does a great job staying at home, staying disciplined, and getting the INT, creating some early momentum in this football game.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Yukon quick to the line.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. They need the 40 to convert here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
And he's going to bring it out. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. Guys, let's see what adjustments this San Diego State offense has made this time. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on the field.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Wants to throw on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Backed up now. Here's second and long. They just keep firing. Using his legs to buy some time. Trying to escape and get it himself. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. The Aztecs are moving quickly down the field. To the air on first down. Working that left side now. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And the Aztecs will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Use the play fake, now to throw. Pressure coming. The quarterback scrambled around, but the defense able to scramble him and turn it into a sack. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's got it and still on his feet. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Now it's 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. And they can't make the play on 3rd down. I see a look of disappointment from this kicker, but that offense is happy. They'll stay out there and go for it. 4th and goal from the 4. Might be changing the route. Looking to throw. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, San Diego State.
Man, I love it. This offense making no bones about it. We're going to be aggressive. We get the ball down in the red zone, 4th and goal, Palmer. Stay aggressive. They run the football, and they get the touchdown.
And that's the shocking thing, David, is that on 4th down, they have supreme confidence in this offensive line to win up front, one-on-one, get some push, and then how about the ball carrier just finding his way into the end zone?
UConn going back to work on offense. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. From the gun, running back gets to give. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
UConn quick to the line. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Makes the grab. Oh, he's got some space. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. UConn comes to the line after getting another 1st down.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively?
He lost it high and deep down the left side. Got it! They will score! Touchdown, UConn!
And the offense punches it in again, and we call his name again. That's 2 touchdowns now in 2 games with still more to be played. I'll tell you what, I think this guy's name will be called a lot more throughout the season. He's that kind of good.
And he'll bring it back. Makes a move. Got a little room. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get it. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
The UConn offense goes back to work. Neither team's wasted time putting points on the board. They've got it back, down 14-10. They'll go to the ground. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Creates a little room. And the defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Trying play action. Quick strike complete. Turning it on. Really nice job there to pick up the 1st down and get it to their own 41.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the 1st down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
He'll throw it. Zings it complete to the right. And they give him enough for the first down. They'll move the chains, and let's see if they can snap it one more time here in the first. We've reached a break. It's San Diego State holding the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. And they've swapped ends of the field, and we'll get it going in the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the tight end. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. UConn quick to the line.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion. They gave up the first down.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
There's an example of what happens when a quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. On third and long, the blitz pretty much puts the offense out of its misery with the sack.
Yeah, and it's so tough for the offensive line when you get in these situations and you know all these fast athletes are going to be getting after the quarterback. Who's coming, who's not coming. This is why you try to stay out of third and longs because bad things happen.
Guys, we're about to get another look at this San Diego State offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling, too.
One of the danger spots in any college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent. And we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome to San Diego, Snapdragon Stadium, home to the San Diego State Aztecs. As we'll see, the UConn Huskies taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the San Diego State Aztecs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. UConn will deliver the opening kickoff, and we'll get this game going. And he takes this from inside the 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. The Aztecs offense will go on the attack first. Last week was a tape they'd rather just put right in the dumpster and forget about it. David, how does a guy bounce back from a game like the one he had last week?
Well, hopefully he burned that tape, because that was not pretty. That was not what they're wanting to do, man. Just turning the football over, not enough productive plays. And so how do you bounce back? How do you get started in this football game? Jesse, make it easy. Get him in a rhythm. Don't make it very complicated. Don't give him a chance to turn it over again. You don't need to put this losing streak to another digit in the column.
Yeah, I agree. I think there was two big things. I think one, he was just pressing. He was trying to force the big play to happen when there were other completions to be had. So he's just got to do a better job being patient. And I think the guys around him also have to step up as well. They need to run the football. They need to get that controlled passing game going on early to get into a rhythm, as you said, to help this guy get into a good headspace here early and turn the page from what happened the last time out.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
And that had all the makings of fog meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? From the gun, give on the inside. Still running at the 40. Lots of running room. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Aztecs!
And this defense really wanted to come out and set the tone and be physical, but the offense did that. They took control. They owned the line of scrimmage. They create the big explosive run on the first drive to really set the tone in this football game.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Connecticut's offense will have its first possession of the game. And Jesse, they've got a quarterback that if he can get into a rhythm can certainly make plays for his team.
Here's the thing about him, too. He's not the most consistent guy. He's not the most talented quarterback in the country. But when he's hot, he's really, really tough to stop, David. It's important they get this guy going early.
Yeah, and it's not just him. Like, the offense has to, around him, play well. They've got to protect him. Receivers have to make plays. The running game would be good to get going. So it's got to be a team effort, because then he can really be at his best.
UConn quick to the line.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this.
There he goes. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's third and short. They go to the draw. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And man, that's a great job by this defense, using the offensive momentum. They go down the field, score, they get you jacked up, excited. Defense is about adrenaline and really being able to play fast and physical and hard. Now they come out, 3 plays, they get the stop and force a fourth down.
He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. The give on the option. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Using the quick game. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
And that's why, for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Unloads to the right. They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the first down. The Aztecs come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Next, going for the goal line. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. Motion from the back. They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. So they got nothing on the last play. Here's 3rd and goal from the 1. From the gun, wants to pass. Big fella moving. Touchdown, San Diego State. The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone.
And after starting the season 0-1, this offense felt like they just left plays on the field in that first game. But so far today, they're taking advantage. QB's making good decisions. Guys are stepping up. They've limited the mental mistakes. They haven't turned the football over. It's a different-looking offense here in Game 2.
UConn going back to work on offense. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Gets it out quickly. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. UConn quick to the line. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the 1st down. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Caught near the sticks. It's Beebe. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. They'll put it in play from the 41 on 1st down. They'll move the tight end. Off play action on 1st down. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. And the Huskies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play.
And the offense, after giving up that sack, they're not going to take time to think about what happened. They're going right back to the line of scrimmage to try to run another play.
Caught, and he's close to a 1st down on the nice pickup there. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the 1st period. They'll wrap him up and bring him down, and that's how we'll wrap up the 1st quarter. That'll do it for the quarter, guys, and San Diego State is on top. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the 1st period as we look at the stats. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the 2nd quarter. First play of the period, 1st down here. They'll run the counter. Knocked down after picking up 5 out to the 24. And the Aztecs in a good spot here with 2nd and short.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. He's moving out of the pocket. Got him downfield. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. The offense lining up for a 1st down play. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking downfield on 1st down. Under fire. Blasted as he lets it go. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. On 2nd and 10, a 4-wideout set trips right. After the incompletion, they go back up top. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Release to the back. On target. At 35. He's got room. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. The Aztecs have this offense rolling. They're working that left side. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They'll run play action. Rushes on him. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Can't make the grab, in this offense, which has been brilliant this season on third down, doesn't convert this time. And the Aztecs will try to move the sticks on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab past the marker. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Aztecs!
I think the days of running backs just running downhill are out the window. You better be able to do this. You see the playmaker slip him out of the backfield, throw him the football. He'll handle the rest, get in the end zone for the touchdown.
Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The UConn offense goes back to work. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game, and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
They just look like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances here.
Back to pass on second down. Quickly complete. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
UConn quick to the line.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Timeout called by the defense is their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down.
Military stunt.
Wants to go up top. Here's a hit. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Right on the money. Gets away from one, finds room. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. UConn will have to punt it away. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Wide receiver comes in motion. The give to the back. Got the first down and more. At the 45 on his way. He's loose. Touchdown, San Diego State. And they take it in for 6 more points. Boy, did he just scorch that defense with that score.
He shows you all of it, Reese. He's got the speed, he's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. UConn going back to work on offense. They've gotten very little done on their first 3 possessions, hoping this one will be more productive. Got his man. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. The Huskies with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. catch in the middle. It's speedy. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Looking to throw on first down. It's complete to the left. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Offense, quick tempo. They'll go to work in the air on second down. It's picked off and another empty drive.
It's just part of playing the position, and that's an interception this young man's going to learn from. That's the first interception he's thrown in his college football career, and guess what? Probably not going to be his last. You got to turn the page and learn from it.
Makes the grab on the left. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Quickly complete. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. The Aztecs want to pick up the tempo. Wants to go up top on first down. Firing to the right, complete. Breaks into the open. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. And the Aztecs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Finds his big tight end. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Now the play fake. Gets it out fast. Touchdown, Aztecs! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
Bringing it back. And the returner is stopped. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. Starts the drive trying to go up top. Skips away from pressure. Short gain on the play before he slides.
And they bring the blitz. I mean, you could tell they want to make him feel uncomfortable as quick as possible, and you can see him. He takes off with the football, and they just trying to get to him. Try to get.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like a terrific atmosphere there today in San Diego. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. And just like that, let's send it back to the fellas inside Snapdragon Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. Just about set to get this second half underway. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The UConn offense goes back to work. Nothing went right in that first half, and the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern at halftime? They somehow came back and won the game. But it all starts on one play, and that has to happen here on this first drive for the offense.
Yeah, the first possession, because your possessions, you're only going to get so many possessions, and you got to score on every single one of them. Offense, defense.
And the Heat gets there, and they get it down at the 14-yard line.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great. They got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in the second half.
Lofts one high and deep. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. UConn will have to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. He's got great speed. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. San Diego State takes over as the offense is ready to go to work. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out.
A shot toward the end zone. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Finds his tight end. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Tight end finds a soft spot. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to fire. Buys a little extra time. It's complete to the right. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. The Aztecs in the hurry up. A 1st down run on the doorstep. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Working that left side now. Touchdown, San Diego State. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And this offense looking more and more like themselves. This is what we're accustomed to seeing. Last week, more of a blip, right? 0-1 to start the season. Kind of had some bad vibes, some bad mojo. Bounced right back, putting up a ton of points. And this one is all but over. 1-1 is here for this team.
And the returner will be brought down. UConn going back to work on offense. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. He'll try the left side. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And I can't tell you how much I love seeing corners being willing to come up and tackle. That is so huge for a defense. You can't olay blocks and create space. You can't just hang out on the outside. You got to go set that edge.
And converse.
Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the 1st down. This UConn offense really has it going. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer.
Quarterback can pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
And giving up 3 sacks a week ago. Now you've already given up 4 sacks. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback. Give him a little bit more time.
On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
Is that guy's foot human? My goodness, did he hammer that ball from distance.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air on 1st down. They're working that left side. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 37. And the Aztecs want to crank the tempo.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but if you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays. You better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Addison. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the 1st down. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Looking downfield on 1st down. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
Well, the QB looked like he knew where he wanted to go with that football, but give the defense credit. They were able to swat that one away.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Quickly out to the tight end. Just feeding his pads to the defense as he gets it to the 36. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Turning it on! They've got enough for the 1st down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. The Aztecs pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Snagged out of the air. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Snaps it in the shotgun. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Aztecs! All that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
What a difference a change of scenery makes, right? I mean, they went into a hostile environment. They lost their 1st game, but they've rebounded beautifully. And I think coming back, playing in front of their home crowd really has impacted this game, and it's gotten them back to 500.
And these decisions to go for 2, you see more and more of it throughout a game, chasing points. And then in the end, you wonder if this just comes back to bite you.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The UConn offense goes back to work. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal, they get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Well, this defense thought coming into this one they could get after the quarterback, but I'm not sure, guys, if they thought they'd have this much success. Everything they've dialed up has gotten home. They've got 6 sacks in this game.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. The play-action fake. Unloads to the wideout. Picked off. What a play to set him up.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
Looking to throw on first down. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, San Diego State. That's the way you finish a drive and put up points.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. UConn going back to work on offense. When you ride with the freshman quarterback, you have to take the good and take what they've taken today, which is a lot of bad. And I think it's fair to say that the corner and the rest of his buddies on defense have won this battle, keeping this quarterback in check, David.
They have. They've definitely won the battle, and you wanted to see more in this matchup. And I'll tell you what, this QB, we know he's got ability. And listen, I know that's a great corner out wide, but I wish he'd have made...
There he goes. It's a fumble. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. Great place to start for this offense. He wants to change this route. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. On the run, still looking. Trying to make magic with his feet. He is guided out of bounds, and they'll mark it at the 28. And the Aztecs have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Wants to go up top. Looking to the big tight end. Finds a man on the left. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Aztecs!
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conservative. Because this offense obviously has had themselves a day. And apparently, their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
The UConn offense goes back to work. And this quarterback really needs to come out of his funk right now. And you can mark that clash as advantage defense. As corners made plays, really the whole secondary has, David.
They have, and this whole defense has. And this QB, man, he's been very ungood. Like, I don't know how else to say it. Like, he just hasn't been the guy that he has the potential to be and hasn't put drives together. And this offense has just sputtered, and it's just one of those days they want to...
Pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. UConn will have to punt it away. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Made a defender miss. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Off the play fake on first throw. Makes the grab. And they bring him down quickly, but a good game there. The Aztecs come to the line in the hurry-up. Going to take a shot on 2nd and short. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Off play action. A shot toward the end zone. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. Grabbed over the middle. It's Cruz. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Gonna swing it on second down. Complete. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
Well, they execute the in route. Now, how about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. The throw to the outside is complete. He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning. UConn comes to the line after getting another 1st down. Hand off from the shotgun. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Yeah, and this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the 4th quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit, throw the football around.
Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22. From the gun, wants to pass. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Well, you got to know as a quarterback, when you're in an empty set, which means you have no running backs in the backfield with you, you got to be able to get rid of the football. And you're expecting pressure. The clock's going to go off in your head. Not a good job of keeping 2 hands on the football, and the defense able to knock it loose.
He slings it deep to the left. He's got it along the sideline. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Well, obviously this team didn't get the start they wanted to on the year, coming into this one 0-1, but a great job there getting that drive, putting 6 up on the board. They've got a comfortable lead. They wanted to turn the page and start to build momentum. This is a massive win for this program.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll try it on the ground, running the counter. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He wants a big play here late. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. UConn will have to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. Slips through the line. Discards him with the stiff arm. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. The offense changing the play. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Throwing right. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Looking for more room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. Wants to throw on 1st down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Strong pass rush, gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. And how about this? They're going to send the kicker out there to try to put a thunderfoot into one. What an absolute howitzer he unleashed off his foot. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. The Aztecs offense ready to go back to work. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best.
Reels it in down the left side. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. The offense gets the timeout. 12 ticks left on the clock. Inside the 30 at the 29, it's a first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires toward the end zone. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Going for it all. And they almost came up with that pick in the end zone. What a stop that would have been. One more play to pad the stats. He might want another play. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Fires to the wideout. It's complete. Makes the grab over the defense, and they are threatening now down at the 15. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all 3 phases.